Come on then, let's just talk about this. Hello and welcome to FTTR, I'm Ian McQuaid, and yeah, jumping straight into this, CM Punk is back. He is in AEW. It has been confirmed on last night's Rampage. The episode as a whole was terrific, but we're going to specifically talk about CM Punk, aren't we? Because CM Punk is back. What the fuck? CM Punk, who's been gone for 7 years, is now in my favourite wrestling promotion on the planet. That is just bizarre. I cannot believe it actually happened. I've got goosebumps all over. And yes, I got up at 7 o'clock to watch this. I was like, I'll have a sleep. I'm not going to check my phone. I'm not going to check anything. The one thing I saw was a tweet that just said CM Punk. And I was like, oh god. And I watched the episode. I was just overwhelmed. So the show started off with Excalibur just, flippantly saying, oh yeah, and we've got the biggest announcement in AEW history coming up. To which I was like, oh, right now? You mean right now? I was like, okay, I'll brace myself for this. Tony Khan's going to come out maybe, and he's going to do kind of like what he did for Christian Cage, because that's how I thought it was going to go. No. The sound just cuts out. All you've got is the crowd just chanting CM Punk. And you know it's going to happen, you know it is. And then the static hits, and Cult Personality plays. And as someone who sort of missed the Summer of Punk era, I couldn't believe how emotionally invested. And it just got me thinking how much I do actually love CM Punk. Because I love straight edge CM Punk. I love sort of 2009, 2008, 2011 CM Punk. His feuds with Jeff Hardy, like some of his ECW stuff, his Money in the Bank cash-ins, that is what I grew up with CM Punk, and then fell out of love a bit further down the line, and I was like, it's not even my era of Punk, and I'm just so happy to see him back. And maybe that's what this will do, because I don't think some people are going to realise how much they actually like CM Punk. Maybe it just seems like jumping on the bandwagon of people who were there for the pipe bomb and stuff like that, and those really, really die-hard CM Punk fans who, all the credit to them, must be losing their minds. But to me, this really showed sort of a turning point in AEW, because that pop was ridiculous. That crowd was insane, and I think this is going to get so much mainstream attention. And it's going to blow AEW out of the water, I think. They're going to get covered by various sort of mainstream sports outlets. And I think that is only good news for both parties, for AEW and WWE. So, what he said in his promo was just off the chain good. It was heartfelt, it was sincere, went about 15 minutes, which is a good amount of time. And just some of the little nuances in it, like sitting down cross-legged, doing the professional wrestling throwbacks to the pipe bomb, which is one of the best promos of all time. It was terrific. And then the bit that really got me, really fucking got me excited, me, personally, is he calls out Darby Allin. And Darby Allin's up there in the rafters. Like, Darby's one of my favourite people in AEW. His figure's over there. I'm so hyped for that match at All Out. I cannot even contain myself of how excited I am for Darby Allin versus CM Punk. This was just terrific. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I just want to say how good this was. CM Punk back in AEW. Not back. He's back. And he's in AEW. Two different things. And it's just insane. It seems like he's on a full-time contract. Multi-year deal, maybe. And there's so many matches that I want to see. I want to see Punk, Darby Allin, obviously. Punk Kenny Omega. Punk Hangman Page. Punk MJF. Yes, please. Punk Eddie Kingston. Punk Miro. Punk potentially Bryan Danielson. it's just, I just can't believe it happened. 2021 has been one of the weirdest years for wrestling, and this is probably the biggest news story of them all. He's back to change the culture. Maybe not like he did on WWE Backstage. Let's forget about that. He's fully back to change the culture in AEW, and I'm absolutely amped for what's going to happen. So let me know what you think of CM Punk's debut down in the comments. I'll try and reply to every single one of them. He's back. He's back. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.